Hey everyone, welcome back to the April edition of our Traffic Talk. I'm Jeanne Ingersoll, our Director of Business Development for Shoppertrak Analytics North America, and I'm excited to be back with you, and as always, excited to be back with my buddy and my partner in crime. I'm joined by our retail expert, Grant Gustafson, our Head of Retail Consulting for North America here at Shoppertrak Analytics as well. Grant, it's great to be back with you as always.
Oh, Jeannie, I love our conversation. So
Me too.
anytime.
Me too. Me too. Well, this month we're actually switching things up a bit. So historically, we spend time each month talking about a different seasonality, a different traffic trend, maybe relative to a certain holiday or a certain time of year coming up for retailers. But this month we're going to switch it up a little bit and we're going to take a closer look into how our Orbit AI and video AI technology solutions are being used in the real world and how they're helping retailers actually transform the way that they operate. We are so excited about this solution. Shoppertrak has been in business for 3 decades at this point, and we have deployed a new technology into the market less than a year ago, and we have already expanded out to almost 30 countries at this point, and it is just continuing to just catch like wildfire. So what we want to do is spend a few minutes talking about specifically the specialty and confectionery space of retail. It's been a long time user of traffic data, especially here at Shoppertrak. And when we brought re-identification to the market less than a year ago, it's the fact that it has continued to be adopted in so many countries is just really telling to how important this is to retailers to be able to view traffic data in a certain lens of this way. So specialty and confectionery retailers are an interesting combination because it combines your standard retail experience of walking in, making a purchase. Shoppers go in, hopefully they make a purchase, maybe they don't. But it also gives into the experience of food consumption and, having a great experience with that. So, caramel apples, chocolates, those sorts of things. It just is all inclusive of things that are just really nostalgic and really foster an environment of needing to have data sliced and diced in a way that is supportive to those types of retailers. So, Grant, can you share with our audience what are maybe like one or two of the strongest or maybe most interesting use cases that you're seeing from our clients in this space right now by leveraging our technology?
Yeah, absolutely. So first and foremost, it's really exciting to see our new ReID technology kind of scale across the globe, both with longtime partners and new partners. So it's really cool. We all know that experience is everything within retail today, and ReID really helps retailers understand the who and the how, behind the in-store shopping experience. It's unlocking smarter layouts, and it's really allowing retailers to more personalize the overall shopping experience. But
Mhm.
specifically going back to, confectionery retailers or candy stores, two use cases really kind of come to mind. The first is really thinking about unique IDs and in complex environments. We know from working with a lot of these clients that, they operate in unique malls and unique spaces. A lot of these may be on corner sites or have really wide openings. Some confectionery retailers have display cases on the inside of the store and on the exterior of the store. What's really cool about ReID is it allows us to count that unique visitor so that we're really able to tell them what's the true demand or the true, count of visitors to their store, regardless of whether they've passed by, entered multiple times, or where they go.
Mhm.
In addition to really kind of understanding traffic in those complex environments, the second big one, for confectionery is seasonal sets, and both holidays play a really big role in driving traffic for that type of retailer.
Mhm.
So just being able to understand how shoppers are engaging with some of those unique seasonal sets, and then being able to compare either season to season or once you have year over year data to compare those behaviors over time really allows the retailer to be able to improve the overall shopping experience and ultimately improve store performance. So it's really exciting to be able to help retailers with some of those really unique use cases that ReID is built for.
Yeah, so I agree with you completely. I think, one of the first things I heard you say for that first use case, it's really traffic versus qualified traffic, especially if you're going in and out of a store like a specialty kind of candy retailer. I mean, we both have kids. My kid runs around all the time in the front of the window and trying to check different displays and, all of these things. And so being able to have a really pure number there is incredibly valuable. And then also the seasonality, of course. What does that mean for the experience in the store and how shoppers behave throughout the store? How is it optimized from a layout perspective? So I think those are two really, really fabulous use cases. Thanks for that, Grant. Really appreciate you sharing that. And if you are interested in wanting to pilot our solutions or have any further conversations around this and ultimately see how this technology can be implemented into your stores and what that data means for you, please reach out. Grant and I would love to connect with you. We would love to have more conversations about this. You can find us both on LinkedIn. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next month.
Until next time, bye, Jeannie.
Bye, Grant.